In this video, I explain the symbol used in hydraulics and pneumatic system. Here part 2 is written because in this video I explain you the various type of the symbols for a cylinders as well as for the pressure relief valves. In a first video I explained the various symbols of hydraulic motors, hydraulic pump, air compressors and the various types of the lines. And in this video I go through the various types of the cylinders and the pressure relief valve. So first we understand the symbol of cylinder, and there is a various type of the cylinders. Now the first type for the cylinder is single acting cylinders. Okay, for the cylinder first we need to draw one rectangle. Okay, so also in a single acting cylinder there is a two type. One is the spring return type and second one is the gravity type. Okay, so cylinder is drawn as a rectangle. Okay, because when the cylinder is there and we see from the front view, then we are see the one rectangle, and when we watch it from the side view, okay, at that time the cylinder is look the circulars. Now what is the meaning of single acting? Single acting means the oil or air is only one side of the piston. Okay, so this the rectangle is cylinder, this is a piston, so only one side of the piston the working substance is there. Okay, so in hydraulic system use, then the oil is only one side of the piston. In pneumatic system we use, then the air is only on the one side of the piston. It is called as the single acting cylinder. And here it is a spring return, means when the single acting is there, okay, means when the in a double acting what happen, both the side oil and air are is there, so it's continuously reciprocates. But when the single acting is there, then we need to provide some mechanisms to return back. Okay, so in a spring return type, here the spring is used to return it to the original positions. So this is the spring and this is the connecting rod, and this two blue line is the port, okay, from which the liquid is supplied. Okay, so from this side the liquid or a fluid is supplied, and another side it is the exit. Second one is the gravity return type. Gravity return type means it is naturally coming downward directions due to the gravitational force. So when the gravity type is come, so in a horizontal cylinder gravity return is not possible. Okay, so in a gravity return type we need to draw the cylinder in a vertical directions. So here you see the cylinder is in vertical directions. So due to the pressure of compressed air or a compressed oil, the piston is moving upper directions. Okay, and they are naturally moving into this downward direction. When the oil is removed from this cylinder, it is called as the gravity return type. Next one is the double acting cylinder. Double acting cylinder means on the both the side of the piston, oil or a compressed air are supplied. It is called as the double acting. So first we draw one rectangle for the cylinders. This is the inlet as well as the exhaust port, because the liquid is also enter from this port and also exit from this port. Similarly on this side, this is also a port, so they supplied the oil or a gas, or they remove the oil as well as the gas. Okay, in hydraulic system we use the oil, in pneumatic system we use the gas. Okay, and it is a single rod N type. Single rod N type means only one single connecting rod is used. It is called as the single rod N type, or it is also called as the piston rods. Okay, so when this piston is moving from left to right side, okay, when it is moving from left to right side, so oil is supplied from this port. Okay, and the what amount of the oil present on the right side of the pistons are removed from this port. Okay, similarly when this piston is moved from this right end to left end, this side, then the oil is supplied from this port and exhaust from this point. Next one is the double rod N type, means two rods are provided, means on the both the side of the piston the rod is provided. It is called as the double rod N type. Next one is the rotating cylinders, means the cylinder are rotated. So we draw the one horizontal cylinders, pistons and the connecting rod, and we draw the rotational symbols. That means the cylinders are rotating. And the next one is the cylinder with cushioning. For that this type of the symbol is drawn. This is the cylinders, pistons, and these are the cushioning, means it's reduce the impact. Okay, for that the two another square is provided with these rectangles, and one arrow is drawn with this piston. It is the symbol for cylinder with cushioning. Now before moving ahead, I request to like the video and subscribe my channel for watching the more video related to the OHP as well as for the another subject of the mechanical engineering. Now next is the pressure control valve. Okay, so in hydraulic and pneumatic system we use the pressure control valve to relieve the pressure or reduce the pressures. Okay, so it is the pressure relief valve. By mistake here D is written instead of the F, so it is the pressure relief valve. Okay, so every pressure relief valve, pressure reducing valves is first thing is to draw the one square. Okay, so here you see that is a one square is drawn. Okay, now with this square we need to supply the input and output to the valve. Okay, so here this line is indicate the input, means it is a one pipe connection is there, it is the input, and on the another side it is the output is there. And this output coming, means suppose we use in hydraulic system, then oil is coming out from this valve, sorry this pipe, then it is supplied into this reservoir tank. Then this dash line is drawn. Okay, later on I explain you what is this meaning of this dash line. So dash line is generally drawn for indicate the drain or a payload, that we understand in this first video. Okay, then after we draw one arrow line, so I later explain this is the spring, and with this spring arrow is drawn. So this is the symbol of the pressure relief valve. Okay, now here we understand the everything in this pressure relief valve. So here you see this arrow is moving left and right, okay, according to this pressure. So this input is generally coming from the pump. Here the schematic diagram of the hydraulic symbols. Okay, so this is the input of the pressure relief valve, this is the output, and this is the inside mechanism. Okay, and here this dash line is drawn. A dash line from the pressurized lines to the top of the symbol is represent the pilot or a drain. Okay, means some of the liquid is taken from this input pipe and it is supplied to this pressure relief valve. Okay, and according to this pressure this arrow is moving. Okay, so naturally when this arrow is on the not in this line, okay, means not in alignment, at that time the valve is closed, and the valve is closed due to this spring pressure. Okay, according to this spring pressure we are set the spring pressure. Okay, according to this requirement of pressure we adjust the tension of the spring and we are able to adjust the pressure of the inside the cylinder. The arrow through the spring symbolize the spring is adjustable, means this arrow at the 45 degrees indicate the spring is adjustable. So when we adjust the spring its tension is changed, and according to this tension we are adjust this arrow line position or arrow plate positions, and the pressure setting of the valve is adjustable. Now this moving arrow is indicate the represent the flow part. Okay, so suppose this is that, then the no fluid is supply. Okay, on this left side axis. When it is on this right side of this input and output pipe, then the flow is supplied from this to this outlet portion. Okay, the flow part arrow is not in alignment with the ports, means when this arrow is not in line with this input and output pipe, at that time the valve is closed. Okay, and when this arrow line is on the right side or a left side, it's the working positions. Okay, now when the pressure is increased, okay, so for initial position this arrow is on the left side. Okay, and when the pressure is increased the oil is entered from this dash line to this side, and this arrow is moving or some plate inside that is moving, and the oil is going into this outlet pipe. Okay, so this is the working of the pressure relief valve. Now next we understand another type of the valve. So here you see that is a sequence valve with reverse free flow. So its symbol is same like as the pressure relief valve, that is only one choke valve is provided. Reverse free flow means reverse free flow is possible by providing the choke valve. Okay, so another thing is same, spring, arrow line, arrow. Okay, here the arrow is in this direction, means here the input is there and here is the output is there. Okay, so it's just rotate the symbol, you not need to confuse. Okay, you see the different book, then different type of symbol is provided, but only direction is changed. Some book is horizontal provided, some vertical provided, some book they rotate the 90 degree. Okay, a sequence valve symbol is the same as the relief valve, but with an external drains. Okay, what is the meaning of external drain and internal drain? Okay, I hear you. So internal means this drain is come here, and this drain is supplied to this pressure relief valve. It is called as internal. Now in external, what happen? They take the one drain line here, draw. Okay, you see this cursor here. Okay, suppose we draw the dash line from this side and it is supplied at here, then it is called as the external drain. Okay, and the reverse free flow means the oil is reverse flowed from input to the output directly through this choke valve. Next one is this pressure reducing valve. Okay, the pressure reducing valve is the normally open pressure control valve. Okay, so only one valve, that is a pressure reducing valve, in which it is normally open. Okay, normally open means here you see this is the input pipe I, this is the output O, and this arrow is indeed lined with the I and O pipe. Okay, in earlier what we studied, then are in alignment, at that time they close. Okay, so here in this line, at that time the oil is supplied directly to this output. It is used to reduce the pressure in a portion of the system. Means it is used in a hydraulic or pneumatic system to control the pressure of the certain portions of the system. It has no internal pilot. Means from the input pipe, the oil is or air is not supplied to this pressure reducing valve. Okay, but in this case no internal pilot is there. But here you see this is a dash line. This dash line is indicate it is the external port. So oil or air is taken from this pressure reducing valve and it is supplied to the output. Okay, so when we supply to this output, it is called as the external drain is provided. When the outlet pressure gets high enough, then the valve is closed. So outlet pressure is achieved constant, at that time the valve is closed. Next one is the unloading valve. From its name we understand what is the meaning of unloading. Unloading means sometime we need to empty the something, it is called as the unloading. Okay, so here I explain you. Unloading valve symbol is same as the relief valve, but it has the external pilot, means external drain. Okay, so here you see it is the same, that is the input, square, arrow, output, spring loaded, but one external drain is provided. Okay, in a unloading valve. Why external port is provided? Because of the emptying the pump. So unloading valve is used to unload a pump at the low pressure. Okay, so when the low pressure is achieved in the pump, at that time we need to empty the pump. It is called as the unload of a pump. Next one is the counterbalance valve. So what you understand from the counterbalance? We need to balance some unforce. It is called as the counterbalance. Okay, so counterbalance valve symbol is same as the relief valve with a check valve. So its symbol is also same as relief valve, but we need to provide one check valve. Okay, so this symbol is just rotated at the incline angle. Okay, but its function is same. Here this input pipe, square, one arrow, output, and this is the spring tensions and the arrow. Okay, and some oil is drained or a pilot from the inlet pipe to that. Okay, and here one inlet and outlet pipe is connected by using this choke valve. Okay, so just provide the choke valve in a pressure relief valve, then it is converted into the counterbalance valve. The counterbalance valve is used to hold a load from a falling, means they are avoid to the load to falling. It is called as the counterbalance valve. So thank you for watching this video. If you understand and like the video, subscribe the channels and don't forget to share with your friend.